Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Protect us all from Shaitan and his evil regime. Uh, there's some things about, you know, common sense will tell us a lot that we want to know about life and the world and God and, things. God gave us the ability to contemplate, to reflect, to recognize, to understand. And a lot of us, we really don't put these things into practice because we get so wrapped up into doing other things in the world and worrying and focusing about other things in the world, like our jobs, our families, you know, our other interests other than God. Keeping up with the Joneses, trying to do what everybody else is doing, follow what everybody else is following, believe in what everybody else believes, instead of focusing on the truth, and just looking at right and wrong and looking at the Creator and what the Creator has said over time and a period and whatnot. But I'm not a scholar and I'm not a priest. I'm not nobody except for somebody who believes in the one true Creator of the heavens and the earth. And I can see that interest is wrong. There is only one God, that all the messengers of God told the same story, told the same message. They spoke the same message. I mean, the truth of God is undeniable, and anybody that denies the truth of God is what they are. So God will deal with those people. But the truth is God always told you the same things, that there's only one God, right? And that you should love the one true Creator of the heavens and the earth with all your heart and with all your soul, right? And you should love your neighbor as you love yourself. You should want for every other person what you want for yourself. You should love anyone who loves you. Salam anyone who salams you. Stand with anyone who protects the oppressed, the people who are being oppressed, who tells the truth, who doesn't hide it or conceal it. These are the values and the principles of a Muslim. We believe in the one true Creator of the heavens and the earth. We believe in Allah, and this is God. This is our word. It's not anything foreign. It's not different. It's not a different God. It's the same God that you all say that you love, except for the fact that we never separated God. We never gave God's sovereignty to Jesus. The Islam doesn't say that Jesus is equal to God, or that Jesus was sent here to be worshipped or to take God's sovereignty away. We say that Jesus was sent with a message and to show signs and wonders, and to the lost tribe of the sheep of Israel, or the lost sheep of the tribe of Israel. And we have several things about Jesus, peace be upon him, in the Quran, and it speaks of Jesus, and it says, that Jesus and his true followers are going to be held above disbelievers until the day of resurrection. Now, there's different ideas. Like I said, I'm not a scholar, so I'm not going to go deep into that, and because who's worse than one who lies on God? But I'll tell you what I do know about God and what I've witnessed about God in my life and seen it, because I'm a believer. I don't just believe this stuff because somebody told me to. I believe it because I didn't have no choice. I never counted on being a Muslim, to be honest. 5 years ago, I didn't want to be a Muslim. I was telling my brother that being a Muslim wasn't going to get him into heaven. May Allah forgive me. I was telling him that when I was a Christian. Yeah, I used to be like that. I used to be a bigot. But wallahi, I won't do it as a Muslim. I won't be a bigot. I won't say that all Christians and Jews are going to automatically go to hell, because I don't know that. And I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to teach that. Anybody who rejects the truth, that's what you're going to go to hell for. Rejecting the truth of God. Pride and arrogance. But you don't know the situation on an individual level. You don't know what these people are doing, or what their relationship with this God, or why they haven't accepted the religion that we have accepted, or why they haven't been studying the Quran, or you don't know these things. They might have some kind of mental disability. They might have some kind of, fear, psychological issue going on. God knows where he has everybody. He's the creator, the sustainer of the heavens and the earth. And anything that he wills is going to happen. So it's not for us to decide or to say. So we can't automatically just say that every single person is going to go to hell if they don't do it like we do. I mean, in a way we kind of can, because Islam is not a religion. It's combination of things: submission to the one true creator, peace, several different meanings. Like I said, I'm not a scholar, but my question is, can a righteous person in another religion reach a state of Islam? Can he reach a level of you know, a level a level of acceptance by God based on his mentality or his intelligence? You know, I don't know. The truth is the truth, and anybody who denies the truth is considered a prideful person or a miscreant if they have the ability to accept it. But what I'm saying really is, we can't limit God's ability. We can't say what God's going to do. God's going to judge on an individual level. You know, he's going to deal with us on us. We have ourselves to answer to. We only wrong ourselves. We can only be led astray by people. We can't, you know, we're leading ourselves astray. In other words, we have the choice. Every decision you have the opportunity to make the right choice. Every time you're approached with the truth, you have the opportunity to accept that truth. So if you're approached with the hack or with the truth of God and you refuse it, or you say it's false, or you say it's evil, that's the big problem for you. You better watch out what you call evil, and you better watch out what you reject, because the truth is the truth of God, and you can't deny it. So when somebody says they love you, the truth of God is, I've never seen God or not one of his messengers ever say that you can't love someone who loves you. I've never seen it. Maybe, and then may Allah forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn or out of place, but I've never seen that. So anybody who loves me, I'm gonna love them, and that's just how it is. You know, I'm not gonna engage in no idol worship and no backbiting, gossiping, fornicating, haram, sin. But if they want to work in righteous deeds with me, I'm going to work with them in righteous deeds and try to give them the truth and the darwa as we do it. But as long as they accept me and love me, I'm going to accept them and love them. And I don't care what man likes that or what man don't. Because all I have to answer to is Allah. And when I go before Allah and he says, well, these people loved you, did you treat them fairly? I'm going to say, yep, sure did, even though they said I couldn't. You know, I don't care. And a man doesn't bow to any other man. A man doesn't bow to a book. A man doesn't bow to even the messengers of God. A man bows to God and the creator of the heavens and the earth. And the truth of God is the truth of God. Believe that. May God protect us all from arrogance and pride and bigotry, because these things to me are very serious issues. I fear God. I'm nobody, but I do know that God is real because I don't have a choice to. He's made it very apparent over the course of my life through the miracles and the signs that he's given me, and the mercy and the grace that he's bestowed upon me. And that's why I can testify to his mercy and grace. Even before I came to Islam, he was so merciful with me and so grace. And he felt, you know, he's all powerful, and he's the best. He is truly the best. Allahu Akbar. The God is the creator of the heavens and the earth, and it's the truth. I've seen it with my own eyes. My whole life, I'm 30 years old. My whole life can bear witness to God's grace, mercy, forgiveness, love, compassion, wrath. Think God doesn't have a judgment? God is just. Believe that. If you're a miscreant, you're a corrupter, he is going to give you what you got coming. It's not something that is just a metaphor. Death is something to fear. Every man should live every day fearing death. You should live every day like you could die and meet your creator that day, because if you do that and you know that hell is a real place and you think, man, I don't want to go to hell. Maybe I could die today and go to hell and see God, and be like, oh God, I didn't get it right. I mean, he's going to send you. There's no ands, ifs, or ups about it. You have a choice. Every person who is educated enough to seek out the things of this world and to live a life, you know, you're educated enough to seek out the things of God and to know the truth and the hack. And if you don't want it, then lo, you got your reward here and you share nothing in the hereafter. God will let you have things of this world. If you are the type of person that only wants the things of this world, he will give you what you want, yes. But only an ungrateful person or a person of low education or low moral would not admit that there's a creator of the heavens and the earth, or would not bear witness or testify that there's good and there's evil and that there has to be a creator, that this didn't happen just by chance, and that he is all powerful. I mean, you could see it in the smallest things in life. Anybody says, no, God can't bring us back to life and judge us. We're dead, that's it. Oh yeah, well, what about the trees and the flowers and all that dies during the winter and then comes back to life in the spring? You think God can do that, but he can't do what he's promised to do and bring you back to ask you what you did with your life? Okay, keep dreaming. God is God. Better get right. I don't want to go to the hellfire. It's not a nice place to be. May Allah protect us from pride, arrogance, and exalting ourselves above other people. May he give us sabr, which is patience, endurance, many things. Like I said, I'm not a scholar, but, you know, God gives understanding to who he wants and how he wants. Let's just all love him and submit to his will. We know what he wants. We know what he doesn't like. We know what he likes. We can find it. The truth's out there. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum.